Okay, arm day today, which is probably my favorite training day recently. Love chest. My favorite thing now is that incline Smith machine press, but arm day as a whole is my favorite day. So we're going to take close grip out, replace that with something else. Got to kind of brainstorm a little of a hard and heavy tricep movement to do first, because I'm liking doing dip second, because I'm not pre-exhausted. I have to do weighted dips, and I don't like fucking with that. I just don't really like it. It's just kind of a pain in the dick to deal with the weight belt thingy. But you know, dips, push downs, those are happening. Standard bicep curls, straight bar curls, hammer curls, one set of preachers at the end. Pretty fucking solid arm workout. Cut's going good. I'm down to, I was 237 on the scale today. Now obviously, have I cut 8 pounds of body fat in just a few days? No, obviously not. I'm just a little carb depleted, probably a little dehydrated after yesterday. I had a really long, hard day at work, and you know, the thing about that is, you know, I missed one of my meals. My meal timing was off, which I'm not, you know, anabolic window nutrient timing guy, but I when it gets thrown off, I just don't get all my meals in. And I know I was dehydrated, because I just was constantly with people, so I wasn't drinking water. But I had a good thought yesterday that I was going to kind of touch on today. Something I heard, it reminded me of something that I used to hear all the time when I was in the Army, which is they would say, you're not going to rise, but like everyone thinks when something bad happens, you're just going to rise to the occasion. Like you're just now magically going to be prepared to deal with this thing that you've never experienced before. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to fall to your highest level of training, right? I also heard that when I was doing MMA. You know, if you've never been punched in the face before, ever in your life, and then someone punches you in the face, you're not going to turn into fucking Mike Tyson. You're probably just going to get your ass whooped, especially if that guy's trained before or been in fights before. But the thing that I heard that was similar is like a little YouTube short of Alex Hormozi, I think that's how you say his last name, that really jacked rich guy, and this other dude that I can't remember his name, but I hear him talk all the time, and I do like him. I don't know what his name is. And they were talking about this quote from a book called Atomic Habits, which I started to read, but I don't feel like I'm going to get a whole lot of benefit from reading it, because it's pretty easy for me to discipline myself and develop habits that I want. But he said, you know, you're not going to rise to the occasion, you're going to fall back to, or no, you said you're not going to rise to your goals, you're going to fall back on your systems. Which I thought that was like a really good thing, because, you know, if you think, oh, I'm going to lose, if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, you're not suddenly now going to magically have the ability to do that. But if you put systems in place in your life, the right habits, then you will accomplish those goals, because that's what you're going to fall back on. You're going to fall back on those little things that you do every day, and the compound interest of that is what's going to get you where you want to be. Right? So I may have said it on here before, I don't remember, but I personally, this is what I would tell people when I used to train people. Your goal shouldn't be this end result, right? I mean, obviously you're going to have that goal in mind, but your goal should be to start going to the gym X days a week. That should be your first goal, right? Develop that system, develop that habit. All right, now I'm going to the gym 4 days a week. Okay, now my, next goal is to start taking creatine every day without forgetting. Okay, now I'm doing that. Now really before that, your goal should be to drink a gallon of water every day. But you guys get the point of what I'm saying. Plus then you're gonna be like, all right, now my next goal is to hit my protein goal every day. Okay, I'm doing that. Now my next goal is to stay under X amount of calories every day. And now all these things are starting to compound on top of each other. And next thing you know, you're in the best shape of your life because you stop thinking about how your goal is to lose 20 pounds and you changed your verbiage to yourself and your viewpoint on it to, my goal is to develop the habits that I need to accomplish what I want. Right? And that goes for everything, even, outside of the gym. Whether it's, friendships, relationships, or whatever. I mean, anytime my wife and I would have problems or, come across some kind of an obstacle or something like that, we kind of struggled with it for a little while because I was still learning how to lead a family. And obviously I still am. I'm still learning to do that better every single day. But I wasn't taking the approach that I do to all these other things in my life that got me to the point where I'm at now, which is when I have some kind of a problem or some kind of goal in front of me, I develop a step-by-step plan to make that happen. I don't know why this guy's riding in the left lane, he's driving slow. But, if you and your wife are arguing because, she feels like, that I'll just use an example for us, something that we were dealing with was that I wasn't really making her a priority there for a little while because it kind of was at a point where I'd make her she'd be the center of my day every day, but then I was missing the gym, I wasn't really focusing at work, and I was kind of lacking in those other areas of my life. So then when I turned around and I'm locked in on the fucking gym and I'm locked in at work, I was kind of, not really paying attention to her like I needed to. And, I wasn't there for me like she needed. I wasn't there for her like she needed. So I was, you got to sit down and this, by yourself as a man and together with your significant other, go, okay, well, what are some things that we can do every day, just little things every day that we can do to help fix this problem, right? And, we did that. We made a plan of, if I do X, Y, and Z things, and she does X, Y, and Z things, we will get this end result. And maybe you don't get the perfect plan the first time, right? But you're doing something, you're trying something. Everything that you try that fails is one, I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say. You're one step closer to figuring it out, right? Because now that's something I know. If I tried this, I said, okay, here's we'll do this, right? And we try that for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's kind of not really making a difference. But in doing it, I kind of noticed this thing, and that kind of gives me an idea to try that. So then we try that, and that works. Well, I wouldn't have figured that out if we wouldn't have failed the first time. So that's I feel like that was a good rant for today. That was when I heard him talk about that from that book. I thought that was a really good little like excerpt from that book for them to be talking about, because I feel like a lot of people think that when something happens or they want to do something, they're just like suddenly going to turn into this person that they're not and be able to do anything. You should believe in yourself. You should. But you should also be realistic and, develop systems and plans to help you get to where you want to be. That's like when I talk about preparing the day before to set myself up for success in the morning. Like, we had a pretty late night last night. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Not really going to discuss why that happened. Nothing bad. But this morning I got up later. Normally I get up at 5, between 5 and 5:15. Didn't get out of bed today until 5:45. That's okay, because today's arm day. Doesn't take as much to warm up. Doesn't take as long to exhaust those muscles. I'm still going to get good training in, right? It's not even 6:45 yet, and I'm just a few minutes away from the gym. So I also have, over an hour to train. But last night, had I not packed my gym bag, had I not laid out my gym clothes and made sure I knew where all my stuff was that I needed, maybe I would have got up this morning and been like, now, by the time I get up and I do this and I do this and I do that, it's gonna be this time, and then, when I leave and get to the gym, I'm only gonna have 15 minutes. I may as well just get back in bed. Well, now I miss the gym. But I prevented myself from going down that road by my systems that I use every day. So, just I think some really good food for thought on that is I think that's was a really good way to put that. That's something I've always thought, but that was I think a really good way to articulate that. I think it's kind of a spin on the saying that they say in the military all the time, that guy probably heard that and it made him think of that. Or maybe I'm completely wrong, I have no idea. But that's just my opinion. Because, if you were ever in the military, you train constantly. You train all the time. Because, you never know. You go to war or whatever, it could be a life or death situation. In that life or death situation, your body and your mind are going to freak the fuck out and not know what the fuck to do if you didn't teach it. I've had that training. I'm sure I would still freak the fuck out. That'd be crazy. But where was I going with that? Oh. But when those things do happen, like little challenges in your daily life, you're going to fall back on those little habits that you have that make you successful. Right? If you're going through a really hard time in your life, maybe it's like your mental health or whatever else, but you develop this system to get in the gym every day, I'll tell you, there's nothing that's going to help you more than exercising if you're going through a hard time mentally. Whether it's lifting weights, or you like to hike, or walk your dog, or ride a bike, or you start doing jiu-jitsu or something, just move your body. You'll feel better. And when you do that, I may, after this, the rest of the day have a super shitty day. I might. It could happen. I may go to work and not talk to any customers and just fucking accomplish nothing today. That could happen. My wife and I might get in an argument. My kid might get sick. But I started my day on a positive note at the gym. So if nothing else, I got a little bit better today than I was yesterday. If I did nothing else today, I did this. That will make you feel so much better, right? So habits, systems, whatever you want to call it, you need to develop them. You need to, sit down and think to yourself, who is it that I want to be and what am I trying to do? And what would that person do? At least that was kind of the approach that I took was, my head, I was like, I want to be a jacked guy. What do jacked guys do? Well, they fucking go to the gym. So now I go to the gym. I wanted to make more money. What do guys who make more money than me normally do? I started kind of, following along with that blueprint, reading books and shit like that. But I just pulled in time to dry scoop the nastiest pre-workout of all time. Strawberry kiwi, Total War. This is fucking disgusting, but I will take it because it's what I have and it was $40 and I'm not gonna waste it. So I'll see you fucks when I figure out whatever I'm gonna do first. All right, things are not really going according to plan. The gym is very full. So I'm doing push downs first with some cable curls. This is my first actual working set. Come on. Okay. That squeaking's driving me insane. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. That was definitely better than the first set, for sure. All right, this is, so first two sets with the full stack, dropped it down 3 pegs. So same approach as always, 2 really heavy sets, going hard, just throwing it around, and then 1 like this. Okay. Okay. Done here. Okay. Need to hurry up. Ooh. me. Okay. I was talking again. So I kind of noticed if I push through like my palm right here, I feel it a lot more in my triceps. So I'm going to. Oh, come on. Okay. Ow. All right. Last one here. Come on. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 sets of this with very minimal rest because we're almost out of time. Okay. You need me? I got you. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Done here. Move the seat down. One, so the seat's just a little higher than normal. A little heavier load than I would normally use, but God. Okay. Ow. We're done. All right, they're about to have class, so I gotta hurry up. Not the craziest arm workout I've ever had, but pretty good one. So we're done. Let's get the fuck out of here.